Bruh. Bruh.
The Vampire.
Bruh.
The original is by Charles Baudelaire, this translation by Jacques Leclerc. Thou, sharper than a dagger thrust, sinking into my plaintive heart, thou, frenzied and arrayed in lust, strong as a demon host, whose art, pagan drunkard to his bowl, the carcass to its vermin lice, O thrice accursed be thy soul. By gold on the swift sword to smite,
Is this your homework, Larry?
for succor in my cowardice.
2 seconds left. They get the last timeout. From 51, it is hooking. It is no good! Barely wide to the left. Florida is upset by LSU in the swamp. He's made 4.
Hey traders, happy Sunday. Hope you have been having a good weekend, whatever. And great news for Bitcoin. It continued to rally all weekend long, man. The market that never sleeps. Sometimes there is price action, but when it does have price action, you hopefully would want to see an edge appear on the asset, and it certainly did. If you watch the stream, if you're a patron, you know that, right? So they've been keeping it kind of close to the vest until we finally got a little bit deeper in the trade setup. But this was posted for patrons. This trade setup was posted for patrons. 617 patrons, one more until the golden mean or the golden retrace of patrons. I've only been there once before, but in the Patreon, this is stuff you get. Okay, this was December 11th. We're talking 2 days ago, man. All right, the edge was there. Classic bullish divergence on the oscillators at 17,730. You know how important that support is if you watch, right? You were at the 200 moving average. You had tested the 200 moving average for the first time for real since October 8th. The bullish engulfing candle was the buying signal. All right, entry $17,954. The price at the time of the trade setup was posted $17,954. Got it? This weekend, boom. 2 of the 4 targets hit in 2 days. Let's go, dude.
Bruh.
Jesus chimes. Just applying traditional technical analysis to Bitcoin when it makes sense to, okay? That's all we're doing. You can learn how to do that yourself in the Patreon, okay? So what's so cool about Bitcoin in this trade setup, right, is it is not, the first time these oscillators, this whole setup, it looks identical to a trade setup I posted in late May of this year, okay? Late in May. So look at the similarities here. Okay, Bitcoin seeing the 200 moving average for the first time. It was May 26th when I posted it. First time you're testing it since April 6th, right? So weird. All right, you had a run up, you sold off, you rallied, you attempted a rally, and you failed. The difference here is you have a lower high than the previous high on the trade setup we just had. You had a higher high than the previous high, right? How great! This is almost identical, dude. And so what was going on? You had bullish divergence on the oscillators. You were near support. You had made an 88% retrace from previous low to high. Okay, the shorting of the thrust was my idea here, and well, there you go, boom, right? You hit all 3 targets relatively fast, falling wedge breakout. So history does not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. And my God, how similar those trade setups were. All right, talking many, many months apart. So, and one thing I missed, which is so crazy about Bitcoin, there was a freaking textbook bullish butterfly. I mean, dang, dude, it was so strong anyway without even thinking about a harmonic. After it broke out, I'm like, dang, XABC, dang, that's a butterfly. So that would have added to the bullish narrative. That would have made the trade setup even stronger, where you have confluence of your Fibonacci, right there, where it started reversing the second time. So wonderful. Hey, Daniel, let's go. Daniel, number 618. Oops, no. Sorry. I'm losing it, man. What just happened?
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Thank you, Daniel, man. We made it. 618 chat. That's huge. I mean, that's a big deal for us Fibonacci peoples. Or us Bonacci, son of Bonacci, which is what Fibonacci means. The nickname. So, okay, all the things that were, but what about now, Mitch? What about now? Well, you do in fact have a little bit of Class B hidden bearish divergence, where you make a high on price, December 7th, and then you match that high today, December 13th. What happened? one level of positive momentum, and on the same high, you made a higher level of positive momentum, a higher level of relative strength. Impending price action continuation to the downside. All right, it's maturing, it's developing. It hasn't really gone anywhere. I mean, $400, you know, it's up and down between its highest high and lowest low here. Now it's starting to, the bids are coming in, and if conditions are too bullish, this won't do very well at all. This will underperform and eventually will just run again. But you understand how close we are to all-time highs again. I mean, we're less than $1,000. That's nothing, man. And so what was the topic of conversation on Thursday, Friday when we were bringing up all this classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour critical areas of support? What would happen? What could happen to the daily if the TA was respected on the 4-hour? What could happen on the daily? Well, hidden bullish divergence would start developing, and guess what? It has begun. It has begun its development on pretty much both oscillators. Bullish engulfing candle to boot to keep us back inside this, I would call it the PayPal demand line. The PayPal demand line. I mean, it started with the PayPal news, and it's been respected a multitude of times now, including this most recent time, this most previous time. Bullish engulfing candle, follow through price action, and here we are, just dollars away, hundreds of dollars away from the highest high of all time on Bitcoin. Wow, isn't that crazy how the TA can really help you here? You know, people, I mean, look, when we were breaking it, it's like, yeah, you got to be aware of what's happening. We're starting to break 17,730. If you break this for real, which is a big if, you don't know, you see 17.2, 17.2, you then go down to like 15 and then 13.868. You're in trouble, right? But if you can hold that 17,730, this could continue, right? This could continue. That's what we held. It is not about like, oh, it's going down for sure, man. You know, people saying that, it's like, it's arrogant because you don't really know. You're not supposed to know. But if an edge develops in a long-term uptrend on the 4-hour at a critical support, the most critical support, how can you say it's gonna dump and disregard the TA? You had a higher percentage chance of going up than down when this developed, and you had the trend behind you too. The trend was your friend. So, whatever. Oh yeah, great news today. Auburn's head coach Gus Malzahn fired. You know, $21 million buyout. Wow, what a day, man. Right? Trade setup hitting targets. Auburn's head coach getting fired. I mean, not much more could be better. Evidently, the U.S. is hacked. Let's look at futures real quick. Bitcoin futures gapped up tremendously, closed on Friday 18,150 or so, and is sitting at 19,260. Big gap. Big gaps across the board, right? Nasdaq futures 12,422, S&P 500 futures 3674 up 0.58%, Dow Jones futures up 0.61%, gap up. I'm not sure what is causing the gap up with all the craziness going on, all the news, the vaccines, and I don't know, man. Vaccines giving people AIDS positive test. It's weird, man. Really weird. Getting a rushed out vaccine. I don't know, man. Super sketch. But evidently the market likes it. All the market. What's up, Hadouken? Thanks, man, for watching. Glad to have you. Yeah, thanks for all the new subs that have been coming in the past, I don't know, couple months. We always normally get a huge influx during the bull cycles versus the bear cycles. But either way, man, nothing changes for us here, what we do. The analysis is provided. All right. So we can look at the daily. Well, we already looked at the daily. We can look at the weekly now, which is why you're here. Right? Or we're looking at the weekly because what's it gonna paint? What will be confirmed in 41 minutes? Huge hanging man potential reversal. But here's the thing, right? 011 looked it up too today. Very interesting. Wilkowski talks about the bearish hanging man reversal, which you're staring at right now on the weekly. But in bullish trend like we're in, Bulkowski concluded, though it's a reversal sometimes, 59% of the time it acts as this continuation, like nothing happens. It doesn't, right? So like the majority of the time, hanging mans don't act as reversals, even though it's a bearish hanging man reversal. The majority of the time, it doesn't do that. Traditional markets, this is Bitcoin. But again, that's all we're doing on everything. Every trade setup posted's been traditional technical analysis applied to a non-traditional market, all right? No, I didn't say it was giving people AIDS. I was saying that it gave false positive test results for AIDS. Yeah. So, not the same thing. So, that's Bitcoin. Altcoins across the board have been having a good time. Even XRP climbed back, if you can even believe it. And it's so interesting where XRP is. We got to look at it. So, weekly. Now you learned a little bit more about the hanging man. I guess I did too. I didn't really know so much about the percentages, but 01 brought it up. I think it was 01 brought it up in the Discord. So hype for him. So let's see how how much this hidden bearish divergence plays out. This could be it. I mean, it could be that pathetic, But just know you're nearing the top of the range and you got the bottom of the range. All right, a range, man. How did we identify the range? History, man. Looking left from 2017. It's respecting it very well. So look, you could even argue maybe this was the spring, and now the double bottom back test of the spring, regarding it as support, confirming or reconfirming the validity of that area as support for market participants. So I'm just telling you, I think if we see 19891 one more time, it's over. I think we're breaking it at this point. I really do. The daily hidden bullish divergence argument is so strong. There is so much upside potential. There really is, man. You have to understand Bitcoin's RSI is 58.6. It's pretty much in bullish territory. You understand, like, you're losing negative Momo. You bullishly engulfed on the 12th, and if you break it, if you test it one more time, I think it's gone. I think it's going. Okay. I mean, that could be this week. It really could. Okay, let's go to Ethereum now, right? Like we always do. The second largest cryptocurrency out there, man. Pretty cool here too. Gotta love the classic bearish divergence actually played out, but it didn't do very well because the trend is certainly bullish. You can see it. I've plotted an equidistant channel that shows you the trend. Higher highs, higher lows consecutively for an extended amount of time. That's a bull trend. So in bullish trends, bullish conditions, bearish stuff, right? Bearish oscillators, like bearish indicators, often underperform and or don't even play out. They get invalidated. So this played out only to turn into a higher low than the previous low, and now you have, just like Bitcoin, daily hidden bullish divergence development, meaning it is implied. I mean, I'm just telling you, if the TA is respected, this is being implied right now on the daily. Just like Bitcoin, just like total market cap. That's what's implied. I mean, if it fails, okay, but I'm just telling you what the chart is telling us, all right? And that's all I try to do here every freaking day, man, all right? $650 million raised by MicroStrategy. Soon there will be MacroStrategy, even though it's an old joke. I mean, old isn't like a month or two.
Son of a Binaxi, you made it to 618. Happy Sunday, my man.
Bruh.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for the 618 for the 618 patrons, man. Yeah, I really appreciate it, and thanks so much to every single one of you patrons that made the dream possible, man. I mean, it's just like, it's freaking magic, okay? It's magic. It's life-changing. And just got my word, I'm keep doing what you want me to, right? Like, you're all patrons because I do something a certain way. Well, I'll tell you, you got my word, I'm gonna keep doing that same thing, all right? I'm gonna shoot you straight. You may not like what I hear, but that's tough love. That's unpleasant truths. Someone's got to do it, because not enough people do it at all. Unbiased charting. It looks a certain way, and then when new data presents itself, what happens? We can change our tune. Right? It doesn't look good when you're hitting 17,730 the first time. Runs up. hits it one more time. I don't know, it's maybe divergent, and then an engulfing candle. Whoa, then everything changes that quick. Hey, True Conspiracy, thanks for the 10 super chat.
Bruh.
Thanks for being a patron. Buy on Ripple. I mean, like, yeah, you can buy on that and it's up like 1%, right? And then you got like XLM up 11%. You got Link up 6%. You know, you got assets that you didn't have to deal with that drama of flare, airdrop crap, snapshot. That's just, I don't know, man. It just seems like if you're risk averse and stuff like that's happening, and you have experience in this market, knowing normally things that are getting announced normally don't go well for the bulls, because it's like everyone knows about it already. It's normally like a sell the news event. So yeah, XRP held in there, man. It's not dead yet. Oops. Where is it? There it is. It's kind of crazy, man. I mean, it's still hanging on to the bullish Gartley somehow. It somehow is showing bullish divergence at the PCZ, right? Right there. I mean, that's clear, concise, classic bullish divergence at the PCZ of a bullish Gartley pattern. I mean, it's textbook, undeniable, but it's not catching any bids. And Bitcoin's caught many bids. So, yeah, you think, look, man, let's say this is not XRP, which is the same argument I gave down here. Like, how do we justify trading this? Well, let's act like it's not XRP. I even said that in the trade setup. It's like, no, we got all this good stuff, but it's XRP, you know, but it went to moon. But here's the same thing. It's like, it's XRP. It's got all its problems, but my God, I mean, like, this is, if this was Google or Amazon or like sugar futures or coffee futures or something like that, or the Great Britain pound, the US dollar, I'd be like, holy crap, this is incredible. This is at a critical ice line from June of 2019. That's 51 cents. You break that, you're screwed. I mean, I'm talking about if you get fall through price action below that, you're screwed. You didn't get really any fall through price action quite yet. So it's at that, and it's springy, it's trying to back test the spring. And this is like an entry for a trade for a Gartley. I'm just telling you. Like, I don't know if it'll play out. It's really weird because of the flare stuff. But if it was to play out, okay? If it was, your first target on XRP, 62.6 cents, that's C, right? December 6th high. The second target, 68 cents. Right, that's literally it, man. I mean, like, yeah, it's primed for higher prices, but it's not performing very well compared to Bitcoin or any other altcoin. So it's just like, I asked the question, yeah, man, it looks good, but other assets were looking good already that are already playing out. Like, Link's already hit pretty much the first target of the trade setup chart publication I posted for patrons, right? This one's doing nothing. So maybe it would, I mean, like, if this played out, like if the TA was respected on this Gartley, this is implied, okay? That's implied. You even got it on the, you actually now have it on the RSI as well, right? You got it. I mean, the setup's pretty good, but it's XRP, so, you know, you have to keep that in consideration. It's weird. And XRP Moon Boys, I mean, rejoice if the TA is respected. But what if Bitcoin, that hidden bearish divergence keeps playing out and we keep selling off some more? It's not good for XRP, right? So light the torches of Gondor. Let all the Alex Cobb peoples know what's going on here. I mean, just like last time, you know. Very, very similar stuff. You're talking about a critical ice line, right? It's like you sprung, you back tested the spring, you just back tested again, right? I mean, the PCZ of the bullish cipher. It's all the same. Like, almost, it's actually it's about the same, because like even here, you know, you did in fact have some bullish divergence, not like a low, the lower low at the ice line, and you did have it. You had the classic divergence there. You didn't have it on the RSI, but now you have it on both. You have it on both oscillators here on this new harmonic. So I guess the good news is, right, for anyone, again, I'm acting like this is an XRP, you know, hide this enlarged ticker up here. I'm acting like it's Amazon or something, okay? I mean, it's just pretty friggin' simple at this point. I would think that stop loss maybe below the 200 moving average, but really below that previous low December, today, right? Pretty simple to manage your risk. Okay, 3.5 to 1 reward to risk right here. That's wonderful, dude. Like, I mean, that's it, you know? You only have to win 33% of your trades if you do 3 to 1 reward to risk. And then second target's 68 cents. This is educational purposes, though. Certainly educational purposes, because I'm telling you, this is the way you would size up any asset, any S coin, or any chart, any market with a bullish Gartley on the 4 hour with the divergence you're seeing at a nice line. Same thing, okay? That's it. Okay, so I just wanted to we had to go into it, man, just a little bit, because it's not about XRP, it's about the education. It's about you eventually becoming self-reliant trader where you don't have to rely on me or anyone else. You can do all this stuff by yourself, okay?
XRP, she's going to get rejected like a fat girl.
Probably. I mean, it's because it's different, you know, because of the weirdness of it. But thank you, Chuggy Chug Face, for the 10. Thanks, man. So it's like, hey, you get stopped out. Oh wow, I lost a little bit. Whoa, but that's the way you have to look at trades. Is you're willing to risk this much to win this much, and if you get stopped out, consider it overhead. Traders have overhead just like all other businesses, right? You know, a restaurant has to pay its vendors, has to pay its employees, right? Got to pay for the food, got to pay for, you know, the alcohol, the broken glasses. Eventually, it's going to happen, right? Well, sometimes you get stopped. You're gonna get stopped out. But the whole point is every time you find an edge, you're playing the game where it's not a coin flip. It's now a 60%. It's a weighted coin. And if you keep playing the weighted coin, playing the numbers game with proper position sizing, you're gonna win, because it's like playing blackjack. You are the house in this situation. You have the edge. You just keep playing the law of mass numbers or something like that. It's called. Okay. Yeah. Nice community. For real. Master, that's your problem. You held it. All right. You had no plan. This is a plan here, where you get stopped out. Oh well, thy will be done. We move on to something else, right? Something else, like what? Like Link. That has hit its first target, though the target's conservative. I mean, you just don't know what's going to happen to the collective market, so you gotta stay conservative a little bit. I mean, at least 13.33. That was the first target of this trade setup, and you pretty much touched it on the dot, and it's not over yet. I mean, there was that divergence. You were at an ice line. You were at an 88% retrace. You're the PCZ of the bullish bat pattern. Everything was there. Everything lined up. And it's rallied. One bottom, second bottom, confirmation low. Confirmation bottom. Yeah, this was another Patreon trade setup. So, I mean, what are you doing? If you're a patron and you're not paying attention, or you're not a patron. Okay. So let's be cool though. Let's keep it civil. Okay. I know there are people that are bearish, people that are bullish. But it's all about what's your argument with the charts, right? In this community, you gain notoriety by presenting an argument with technical analysis, not this, that, fundamental, whatever. Give me a chart, man, and show me your argument.
Can you please take a look at JPMorgan Chase? JPM. Looks like a bearish Gartley at PCZ on the weekly. Love this stream, man.
What's up, Grant F? Thanks for the $5 super chat. Sure. As you wish. Like Lululemon? That'd be amazing. Yeah. You're not, I don't think you're there yet, though, are you? I don't think you're close enough. You're not the PCZ, are you? No way. You gotta be at the 618 just eyeballing it, right? He's talking about this. I mean, yeah, it could be setting up for that. It could be on the way, right? Yeah, beautiful. 618, and then lowest low after that. I knew it. It's not quite there yet. Oh, it's almost there. Dang. Oh, I like the 1414 near the 786. So yeah, that could be an argument there. But you got to break this high. And the interesting thing is, like, well, you did break it. It looks like, right? You broke it and you're trying to back test a couple times. The issue with it is like there's just such little resistance on JPMorgan until like, let's go look left. Right, oh no, I guess it is just it is at all-time highs, or this was all-time highs. So you got to wonder, I mean, like, yeah, the bearish harmonic's there, but dang, there's just little historical context here. Like, if it holds above this long enough, I mean, besides Fibonacci and confluence, there's very little preventing this from eventually filling the gap up here at 135.73. You know what I'm saying? So that to me is such an important area. If you stay above 119.35 long enough, you could very well make your way up to 135 to 140. So yeah, the harmonic's definitely there. You haven't seen negative momentum on JPMorgan since late May on the weekly, and you got yourself a little RSI trend line maybe right there. No divergence of, well, I mean, here you go. This is kind of a good argument. All right. Maybe it's hard, man. It's tough because it's this long extended histogram island. It's not that clear. It's almost like, is that hidden bearish divergence a high on price, a lower high on price, higher levels positive Momo? I mean, you could maybe argue it's just kind of it's, you know, how what I'm talking about is sometimes it's much more clear and concise than like this, right? Like it's normally like another histogram island. It's like, duh. It's hard to say, man. But yeah, I mean, that had add an alert at 128. You know, that's the PCZ. I'll add one. We hear the beep. We know we're at the pattern completion zone, the price reversal zone for JPMorgan Chase. That would be devastating. A pattern this large to play out for real. Fill the gap down here at 103. Permabears get wrecked. Yeah. So we got 20 more minutes till you're closed. Bitcoin's just farting around, up big this weekend. 19,131. Weekly hanging man. And be sure to obviously join the Discord, where there, you can join for free and be a part of a very active community of traders. And that's how you get notified when I go live. I didn't get notified. My alt account did not get a notification when I live, so I might not know about someone else. Pinning that Discord link to the chat. Okay. So yeah, we can check them on Monero, pretty much the top performing S-Coin out there. You know, I almost at this point don't even want to call XMR an S-Coin because it actually has use case that is so good that it's, how can you call it an S-Coin when it's the purest form of privacy that exists? More private, I mean 10 times more private than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's public, right? So Monero is an altcoin. Yeah, a real one. And there's my alert just went off on Monero as we go here, and it's pumping right now. Bullish engulfing candle going on the 4 hour, and it's just been back testing the broadening tops old supply line as a demand line, and now you're going right. You are at right now. Monero is at its highest level in a long time, man. Right now, highest level since, I mean, the wick at June 23rd, 2018, crazy scam wick. But if you disregard that, you're like June 9th of 2018. And up here, I mean, look, yeah, there's like this low from December 2017, this low from February 2018. And above that's 160. Very little price. I mean, up here, man, you're starting to get into crazy areas where eventually you could see $268 to $300. You're breaking all kinds of resistance on Monero. It's very, very good. And the 100% measure moves 176. So potential partial decline identified, and as soon as XMR hit the supply line again, it became a confirmed partial decline. 70% chance of a breakout. 100% chance of breakout because it happened. Wow. At this point. Monero, the first altcoin. God. I sound like an XMR shill, dude. Really? Can someone post sources that concludes that XMR is the purest form of privacy that exists out there? I mean, it's so much that well, someone give me the number on what the FBI or the CIA, how much money they'll give someone to crack XMR's fungibility and its privacy. I mean, someone back me up on that, because I'm simple TA man, but I've done a little bit of research and know in the space long enough that it's very real privacy coin. $600,000, $625,000 if you can crack XMR's privacy. So, I mean, that if that isn't good enough, nothing is. Okay. Imagine calling me a shill of any coin. Really. You must be new, man. Let's go to Litecoin. Pretty crazy. 786. Alright, bullish Gartley bat stuff. Triple MACD bullish divergence manifested into a run up, and now it's hitting the supply line that goes back December 1st, December 3rd, December 13th now. You tested it and pulled back. I mean, right after you tested it, you pulled back. And 84.27 is also support resistance looking left too. So very good to see this. Took a little critical thinking here because you were kind of sketched out by the 54% retrace on B that made it to 786 or 886 PCZ. Well, 786 with the divergence, yeah, that played out pretty well. Oh my god, Bill Gates just joined our Discord chat. Get him out of here. Just reading now. Oh god. Yeah, you heard me talking about the vaccine. Hey man, I mean, I'm just telling you what other people reported on it. Like, it's facts, man, I guess, right? Okay, let's I mean, we can just keep looking at S coins. Here's a 6,000-year-old S coin. Just kidding. Gold spot. Not doing much of anything, right? Eventually, I mean, you think where it is, where it's in the dead middle of a range, right? So get a coin out, flip it, get a gold coin out and flip it. The first thing you could do is back test the old support resistances from 2011, 2012 before going higher, or from here we just run up to test 1900. So you're at the channel's heartline too. So right now it's not really a good play for a long at 1837. Strategic entry would be 1800 probably. You'd probably want to see it go down some to test that, regarded as support. So we spring back test of spring before it goes to 1900 to 1920, which was previous all-time highs. We can look at silver too, whatever, while we're on it. The topic of precious metals. Silver still hasn't broken out either, but it does look like it's maybe getting ready to do it. Here's your silver channel, right? It's near the supply line, liking it just going sideways. It sold off, made that low. You know, people be like, is that an inverse short? I mean, it could be. We just know the breaking point. The breaking point is pretty much the downsloping resistance and the horizontal line resistance at 24.88. You break that, $26. You ever break that, then you could start having a real nice run again. So silver is looking to me a little bit better than gold technically, just a little bit better. But there's a lot more resistance on silver on the way up than there is for gold. If gold ever breaks 1920, man, like it could go to 2K again, 3,000, 2,050, whatever. It could go like price discovery. Silver has much further way to go. I mean, $44 I think is all-time highs. So not in the same boat really. It's kind of like on altcoin, S-coin to Bitcoin. All right, man. We got 15 minutes till your weekly close and your daily close and your 4-hour, 16-minute, 30-minute close.
Bruh, you mind taking a look at $Mara? Thanks. Cheers on being consistently good content. 0.094709990 LTC.
False flag, thanks for the 776. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir. May I have your second opinion on the life of CPH, ASX? Pod stocks for the continued win in 2021 by the looks with changing CBD regulation.
Sure. Thank you, Sned. We'll look at it. So Mara, you got a potential bearish crab here, bearish crab pattern, never the PCZ, but we knew 625 what that was, potential major reversal area. So I'm just saying, if it ever broke that for real, that could be a reversal, but it never happened. It respected the TA so well. You look up, man. I mean, these all been here. I mean, this is a high from May of 2018 and July 2018, and actually a mini high from May of 2017. So it reversed there. It's pulling back, but guess what? It looks like it's trying to fill gaps or something. And it's working on, if it could ever make, maybe it back tests $4. That'd be crazy. Back test it, then you're working on daily hidden bullish divergence. It starts pivoting there. So it's not over. It's just pulling back out of an area where it makes sense to have sell orders. People take profit, people short, whatever. Multiple things going on at critical ice lines from history. As you can see, what happened. Traders really never settled up above it. So you think it could be strategic $4 entry, re-entry or something like that, and then continues to eventually test 750. That's it. Maybe hidden bullish divergence in development in time, but look, I mean, anything between $4 and 625 is kind of straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. You understand what I'm talking about, right? So you go straight up, you could very well go straight down and see $4. But if you hold $4, that could be an area where it pivots and then runs right back up to 625. That's all I'm talking about. Okay? Okay. Not much to really look at. It seems I've looked at it before, and the most insane amount of classic divergence. I mean, this is like, you don't know really when it's going to pop, but my God, 1, 2, 3, it's almost like quadruple RSI bullish divergence or something crazy down here after it broke all critical supports. It was not very good, but I think it's just all the talk of, pot becoming decriminalized, whatever. Okay, it pumped like a lot of other pot coins. Ran up and hit that May 2017 low and reversed. So you think as long as CPH Creso stays above 19 cents, it's fine. As long as it stays above 19 cents, it always has the chance to run back up to 39 cents. That's kind of it, man. There's no TA you can really do in a straight line up like that. You know, it's over. Like this was the only TA you could really apply. It was there, but you didn't really know. It was terrible. I think it was just kind of sentiment changed maybe in the pot world, and it's gaining residual benefit from that, like many other charts. Okay. That's it, man. Wow. Wow,
Can I
dude.
take a look at him, bro?
This looks great, Kelsey. This looks amazing. Unbelievable. Kind of. I mean, like, if you go to the weekly, it looks wild. Look at this. The weekly is an inverse head and shoulders. My God. Dude. Here's your neckline. I mean, just IMO, that's your neckline, 34.79. It's poised for a breakout. Sure as heck looks like it, right? Nice one, Kelsey.
Sorry, I missed one more for you. Is there a bearish harmonic on craft high and C.O?
Oh, I don't know, man. This is MDLA on the weekly. This is not a joke, man. 100% measure move if it ever played out. Eventually, this could take months. This could literally take months if it ever played out. Okay, months. Patience. That right there, man. That's wild. That's freaking wild. Anything above 34.79, you got a real good chance of just mooning, just going nuts. And at least if you get above 34.79, you could run up to 43.24 real quick, real fast. You ever break that, then measure move target would be appropriate, right? So from here, you break it, 43 bucks. You break that, $53. Yes, MDLA is a stock. Over a million volume. Very good. Technology services. So there you go, man. This is huge, man. This is a big deal. Nice one, Kelsey. Wow. Okay, I mean, why even, what do we need? You know, like if it looks this incredible and looks so poised, man, we just know what can happen. I like it, man. Long on Monday? Could be, dude. Can't wait to get a new desk. When I move, I'll definitely be doing that. Okay. Crap times, KHC. I don't know. I mean, you can talk about a harmonic, dude. I think this is just getting ready, closer and closer to mooning. Just in my opinion, this has been a long time coming too.
China.
Good afternoon, our fearless leader. While we are looking at stocks, can you look at BNGO, Binano, Gains?
Sure. Thanks for the 380, Cheddar. KNC to me, nah. I think it looks more like a right-angled and descending broadening formation that is now pretty much confirming a partial decline. And eventually, once it breaks, I think there's just a mass amount of absorption going on, the remaining supply here. Once that breaks, 35, 38, it's going to $46 real fast. Gonna fill the gap at $48. No, I don't think there's anything bearish about KHC right now. I think this is getting really ready to moon. Okay, this thing had been in a multi-year downtrend. It broke out of that. COVID crash, even back tested the breakout as support. And then you got this down sloping demand line that it was tested there too. So now you ran up, you hit the top, and you sold off. That's textbook potential partial declines, and now you're right back at the pattern supply line. So confirmed. So I think if you're once patient, crap times will be going much higher in time. That's just my opinion, but non-financial advice, just telling you what pattern's there and what's going on within the pattern. It's bullish to me. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Is it a harmonic XAB? Yeah, maybe harmonic, dude. But if it breaks $35, you just have to understand what it's doing. It's much more. It's much greater than just a little harmonic right here. Okay, that little harmonic itself is the partial decline. So. Very nice. I mean, this is a terrible chart. I don't know, man. Like, hey, here's this chart. You know, it could moon, it could rally. There's so many better looking charts out there that exist with history, right? The history is nothing. The only history on this chart is lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows.
For the new battle station?
Not really, just a new desk, and nah, there won't be much of a change. I'll probably get a couple more monitors, and it won't be a corner setup like I kind of have. It'll be, I mean, all the same, except instead of 4 monitors, it's going to be 6 monitors. Okay, so with one, I mean, the big screen's still going to be there. Get that mounted on the wall. Not much of a change. Just behind me will be different. You'll see blackout curtains, a bunch of windows. I definitely think I'll have this whole like bookshelf thing that in the office too. You'll be able to see. But just looking at bingo right here. Bio nano. Yeah, spring. You back tested the spring. You rallied only to make a lower high. You sold off. You're at it again. You ran up, lower high. That's why I don't like it. Right. I like springs and back tested springs, but I really don't. I mean, I just really sure it could hold here and rally, but the price action correlation after you test this area is consecutive lower highs and very little bids. That's it, man. It's like every time you hit the ice line, it gets more and more pathetic, leading me to believe that there are just better opportunities out there, and this is just looking like it very well could just break the ice line and then dump. And you're thinking probably like right here, 43.8 cents or so if it breaks that. Then 39 cents. So yeah, I mean, I get you. Look like 1, 2, 3. It's almost like descending triangle stuff at an ice line. It's just a weak. So the support was nice. You could see the initial price action, but that's every time we get back, it's just weaker price action from bulls, leading you to believe there's a demand wall or a buy wall here. And it looks like maybe there's absorption, and the seller's absorbing the remaining demand before it breaks. So though I get why you requested it, doesn't really look that good to me. Sorry, that's my IMO, right? Hold on a sec. Alright, chat. Look on the 8s. Made it. Look at it, man. We have 1 minute 47 seconds until this candle on the weekly closes. It'll be some sort of bearish hanging man, but we know it's not really a big deal, according to all the research done by Volkowski, where 59% of the time it doesn't act as a reversal. It just is nothing, and the price action continues to the upside. So tremendous amount of buying came in this week, where we hit a low of 17,562, and now we're at 19,154. That's pretty immaculate. One minute, chat. We're running out of the clock now. Where are you not breaking? You've not broken all-time highs. Remember, on Coinbase, you were $3, literally $3 from having the highest close ever. On all other exchanges except Coinbase, you did that. And so it seems like another week's gone by where you won't be making all-time highs. Right? You will be dollars, a couple $100 away from the highest level where traders have ever settled up. Blah. $20 seconds. All right, a new week has been born. We did it, man. A new week. Bearish hanging man, but man. Daily looks great. 4 hour looks interesting because TH is being respected over and over and over. The hidden bearish divergence is playing out, but you just got to wonder how well will this hidden bearish divergence perform, right? How deep will we go before we pivot and make a higher low and run again to test all-time highs? That's what you got to ask, right? DXY is dumping, yay! I guess. I mean, whatever. It's good for Bitcoin. I wouldn't say it's dumping per se. It's just selling off. You got a long way to go before the measure move gets hit of the bear pull bear flag on the DXY. Yeah, DXY, man. You've been living under a rock. It's getting destroyed and broke a extremely important ice line from 2016, I believe, at 91.92. It's just been real bad ever since then. Yeah, Asia's up. It's Monday for them on a new week. The initial price action is not really up yet. Bruh. So it might be.
Hey Mitch, spin the wheel. Have a friend that I'm bringing onto our channel.
Well, thank you for the advocacy for the channel, man. I mean, I can spin. Probably it's gonna be a debt day if it hit chug. It's Sunday, It's the Lord's day. It's Bitcoin's weekly day. Thank God it didn't happen anyway. It's close.
Thank you for all the hard work. Is there a bearish bat on Kellogg's on the daily? Penny for your thoughts. While talking about a new desk, what's the name of it, Cherry? You def got an iron axe for marathon streams. Thanks.
Thanks, man, for the 10. It is a Herman Miller Aeron. Amazing. Best chair I've ever had in my entire life. It's Kellogg's forming a bearish bat on the daily. I don't know about a bearish bat. So this was put to bed already, like last Patreon night. We're looking at someone thought it looked bullish, and it's like, hey, is that harmonic? So to me, it's like you're in a downtrend. January and August you confirmed twice that you're still in a downtrend, because until you break above September 2018's high, you're in a bear trend, right? You're making consecutive lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, good that you're making higher lows now, but I mean, if this 61.61 breaks, then you're going to 58.50, 55.78. So, I mean, to me, it's almost like head and shoulders. Like bulls attempted a rally after COVID, sold off higher, the highest high. It pretty much matched the previous high from January, and you dumped below $68. Very important, $68. Now you're at the bottom. So it's like, and at the bottom you rallied, and clearly, market participants have discovered that there are not near enough owners of this asset that would drive it to higher prices before it dumped again. So yeah, it's sitting on a critical support. And if you break it, I think you're going down to 58.44. So it doesn't really look that good. I mean, I understand, but again, if we're talking about definitive terms for what a trend is, you're still in a bear trend until you ever break 74.82. Better assets out there to look at. Yeah, I mean, there's like all this divergence going on, it looks like, on the MACD, where, yeah, this is an area where it certainly could pivot and reverse. Yes. But you got a high, a lower high, and now another lower high. Good God. You know, and you're just sitting here on that support again. Third time this year. Yeah, tough one on this. Very tough. Where it's like you're in a bear trend, and there's kind of a bearish argument. I mean, again, if it's looking kind of weird and choppy like that, just hit the space bar and move on to the next chart. Hey, thanks for the 1,300 plus people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream at all, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Don't do it for me, do it for Bitcoin's amazing weekend pump that we got 2 profit-taking levels hit because of it. And it was all because the technical analysis was respected. That's what we're looking for, man. Yeah, new desk though, this would probably be an IKEA. This show's simple. That was like, this like been the dream. I was like, should I get one now or just wait till I move? Probably wait. Oh man, we looked at some requests. We talked about Bitcoin, what happened, the weekly close, the daily close. Daily close would just fall through after a bullish engulfing candle. Hidden bullish divergence is in development right now. You're going to go up, you're going to go down, man. Remember, hidden bearish divergence, class B, going on the 4 hour. So that's got to play out. But you're just hoping that it plays out and we only just make a higher low than the previous low. Maybe we get lucky, you know, on the daily, and we back test the demand line at like 18.6. Very possible. But now you understand, right? Since we're in the middle, kind of the upper echelon of the range between 7.730 or 17.730 and 19.650 to 19.891. Okay, it could come down to back test again, or it could run up, you know, hit the demand line and then go again, and then test all-time highs. So you're always looking for an easy way to manage your risk if you're a trader. 17.730 to me seemed like the absolute impeccable area to manage one's risk, because we knew what would happen below that. It was going to drop like, 500, 600 plus points. Yeah, Monero's a legend. Been real good. All right, man. Well, that's Sunday's stream, man. Bitcoin's not doing much, but hopefully you've gained some clarity from the stream. I don't know what else I can do, right? You know, futures are open, but they're looking good, and yeah, there's a gap, at least in the 4 hour and below.
Hey Mitch, can we look at MCI, Bearings, Mass Mutual's parent group after their buy? I'm looking at them. Please and thanks for the TA.
Sure.
Did we look at VeChain yet?
No, we haven't, Ubi. Thanks, man. We'll look at it.
Great stream. Us is poised for a breakout. 0.000266648 BTC.
Cloud, thanks for the $5 worth of Bitcoin. I'm not sure, man. I don't think I looked at MCI before, maybe. What's going on here?
IKEA, don't you dare smile, you're a shot caller now. Have a real desk made.
A real desk made? I mean, it seems like it's the point, you know. IKEAs serve the purpose that I need. They're flat, right? They've got they're just like what needs to. It's not like a chair, you know. Like a chair, I'm sitting in for an extended amount of time. I mean, a desk is like it's a piece of wood or glass or something, right? That just sits there, holds things. I just don't. I don't know, you know. Thank you. Okay, so you got to think that where MCI is kind of interesting. I think anytime you ever break 1350 or so, you get nice marks up, right? If it ever broke that, let's see where traders settled up. Kind of right there. Yep, that's good. Yeah, that's perfect. That's why I use the candle close, not the wick. I mean, because you can see, they're so well respected. So that's what I'm doing here. I mean, yeah, there's going to be a wick here, but I think if you eventually break 1350, there is a chance in time MCI could see 1935. But you haven't done that yet. If you do, hey, could be great. Could be really good. That's like kind of all there is to talk about with MCI. Just look at it. Look historically. You know, look at the 1987 high. Look at the high from 1998. Look at the high from 2001. Look at the low from 2007. Low from 2011. I mean, you break that 1350, eventually you could see 19 bucks. And you could say, okay, what about the local high? You know, the local high is there. It's 1716 at least. All right. Okay. Look at VeChain. VeChain is continuously making higher lows. I mean, like, yeah, it looked really good, 3 rising valleys or something. Then Bitcoin dumped, and then VeChain beckoned and did what Bitcoin did.
Ha ha ha, IKEA is flat. Like an S coin. Ha ha, Burrowwood or Walnut. American Afia.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but it's like, I gotta talk to people, you know, I don't know, man. It just seems like it's just so much easier, more seamless process to just get an IKEA. But, you gotta talk to someone local. If you know someone where I live that makes them, sure, hit me up. Okay, so, didn't really show a very strong edge like the other altcoins did. I mean, I get it, kind of, but it wasn't that good. And you definitely have some very strong hidden bearish divergence going on. Very strong. Just like Bitcoin. You're not even close to threatening that high. So impending price action continuation to the downside right here. But I don't know, man. It's still, as long as you just keep making these higher lows, you're fine. It's almost like you're turning into some sort of major ascending triangle over here. All right, so VeChain looks pretty good. I mean, it looks better than a lot of other altcoins, if you can even believe it. But it's just going to do what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin sells off, okay, VeChain's going to come back down to 1.5 cents again. It breaks that, then 1.4, after that, 1.2. So you kind of got like a sell wall up here at 1.8, and you're showing accumulation to some degree, right? But you just gotta worry about the hidden bearish divergence. Like, is there a trade right now? I mean, it doesn't really look like it to me. Like, do I something stick out to me that's like, oh, this is perfect? You know, there was maybe a dragon or something that ran up and it's just not catching the bids right now. Not really. Sorry, man. US or AS, America's Gold and Silver Corporation. Interesting chart. The weekly started out. Kind of looks like it's a range, you know. I like it, man. I like it. The lows, the lowest low, now higher lows maybe. Nice how you see the weekly negative memo waning. This could be good. I think if this holds, eventually 444 would be tested in time. Eventually. And you do gotta plot this too. It's right there. So there you go. It's just kind of like, I think if you hold this 250, 247 long enough, you'll see 389. You break that 444. If you ever break that, wow, it's almost like a Wyckoff range accumulation. I think it looks pretty good. Looks very decent. You know, it's not like the best. It's not like down here at that lowest low in 2013 or anything, but I think it's, you know, sizing up, managing risk. You don't want to maybe be messing with USAS below 247, 250, but anything above it, long enough, you could see 389 again. Okay, yeah, I know, inverse head and shoulders could be something that people talk about. I mean, sure, it maybe kind of looks like it, right? It's not perfect. It's kind of weird looking, but definitely kind of visible. Yeah. Hold 250 long enough, you'll see 389. You break 389, you're going to 444. You break that, it could be a huge run up, another just massive run. So 583 after 444. Okay, it's not bad. Not bad. Bullish convergence. Yeah, we got 2 more weeks till the monthly close, so let's see how strong it can be. Net, you know, the next 2 weeks, pretty important, man. Hopefully we can outperform. Hopefully the hidden bullish divergence on the daily plays out. If the hidden bullish divergence plays out, if the TA is respected on the daily at this point, we should see all-time highs probably by year's end. But that's only if the TA is respected, which we know is not a certainty. It's only a matter of probabilities, which the TA being respected is the edge we gain on the market.
Ask Coin All please if you get time later.
I guess, Adrian, man. Boy, it's the Australian S coin. Well, it's not on, what are you talking about? That's not an S coin. I get maybe why you asked for it, though. Oceaneering International. Double bottoming, deep retrace, nice. Good God, dude. Good God. So above $6.17. So what's the target, man? If you break 897, could be a really good time. What a terrible downtrend, man. Just terrible. How deep from all-time lows? My God. $98 retrace. Yeah, you can't say it's not on sale, but so on sale that it's back. You know, it pretty much got back to its lowest level since 1998. So there's another little support there. So yeah, if it can never break 897, historically, straight up, straight down, straight up. Eventually, you made it all the way back down. I'm thinking if it ever breaks above $9, it could see $23 again, right? Because there's very little price action above $9 until $23, right? Hasn't done that, so it's a big if. Yeah, if it's like a higher low here, very nice to see a higher low, but we've seen higher lows before, right? And you just don't catch enough bids before you dump again, so just keep that in mind. Just have an alert set up above $9 because you'd like to break that, then back test it as support, confirming the validity of it before it goes higher. All right, Oceaneering. Offshore oil rig services. There you go, dude. We did it, man. We did it. So what will happen, man? Are we gonna see all-time highs by real all-time highs by Christmas? You got 2 weeks left, man. The poll's still there. I think, dude, I'm just telling you, if Bitcoin sees 19,891 again, it's time. The next time we see 19,891, chat, we're gonna break it. That's my call. If we see it.
Been here for a long time and first time doing this. Have we seen LTC yet? Always here for the education industry.
What's up, Mike D? Thanks, man, for the 5. Yep, you have been here a long time. Thank you, dude. Oh yeah, we looked at it already, but just real quick, it's the Gartley, the triple divergence was really nice to help you get, gain a little bit of confidence that it would reverse there, and in Bitcoin reversing too. Bitcoin showing all that divergence led you to believe, okay, this might be it. And all it's done, though, that high from December 1st and December 3rd, a little supply line, you just ran up and tested it yesterday, which is still today, but yesterday, technically, right? Because the new candle closed. And now it's above $80. The longer it stays above $80, very good. Look, man, Litecoin above $79 to $80 is extremely good. Unfortunately for Litecoin, like Bitcoin, hidden bearish divergence going on, where it was like class A hidden bearish divergence on both oscillators. So you gotta ask the question. How much is this gonna? How strong will the performance be of this hidden bearish divergence? Where you make a high, then a lower high with much higher levels of relative strength and positive momentum. I think that has everything to do with Bitcoin. Fortunately for Bitcoin being in a major long-term uptrend, hidden bearish divergence in the situation you would think would be mild and could underperform before we catch a pivot and run to test 19,891. So, you just want to see Litecoin above $79 to $80. I am bullish on Litecoin. Anything above $79 to $80, bullish. Below it, not really. It's kind of surprising where it just pivoted, made a higher low, and it had nothing to do with support resistance this time. There wasn't really anything here. They kept it up. It didn't bounce off anything. It was just Bitcoin. So, and the seller exhaustion at a 78% rate. It was just literally the coinciding variables why it pivoted here, and it's pretty nice. Dead chat. Dang, man. 1,100 people here, and if I didn't look at that, I would have no idea. It would seem like, dang, dude, I got like 30 people watching me right now. It's tough, man. It's tough on my side sometimes. So you got it, man. Y'all are good. Y'all are satisfied. So you get it. Next move is down, even though it's going down, and it's not selling off very much at all. It's just not. And if this keeps up, this really weak selling here keeps up, eventually positive buyer's just going to pick it back up, and it's going to go test 19,476. And if it breaks that 19,891, if you break that, you're gone. And next time we test 19,891, we're going to break out most likely, I think. Okay. And that's based on the daily. Don't forget it, man. Don't forget it. The trade set up. 2 of the 4 targets hit. And as you can see, 3rd target's all-time highs. 4th target's above all-time highs. Okay? Arrogant as F, right? That's the whole point, though. Okay, 19,100. Thank you all so much for coming out. I appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything. I've been live for an hour 20 minutes. So, and thanks Daniel, man, for being the 618th patron. Beautiful, man. The Golden Retrace. We've been there once. We've now been there twice. Thanks, dude. Music's good? Oh, I had no idea. Let's go. Let's hit the third and fourth target of trade setup. If we hit the fourth target, history's made, and I'll be here for it, okay? I'll be back. Till next time, respect the T. A.
Everywhere we go, people know who we are. A team from out of Queens with the American dream. So we're flying up a scheme to get the 7-figure cream. Living a fast life with fast cars. Everywhere we go, people know who we are. A team from out of Queens with the American dream. So we're flying up a scheme to get the 7-figure cream. Living a fast life with fast cars. Everywhere we go, people know who we are. A team from out of Queens with the American dream. So we're flying up a scheme to get the 7-figure cream.
JP, I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
I have some evidence Man Bear Pig could be in this area.
And then, just like that...
Adios, turd nuggets.